Fast forward, you come our channel, you saw GH Politics Avenue. Podcast stars are trending me quiz make headlines near Jemre. Now it be exumon or ha need any ahon black simus any idea kanya. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit notification bell so share now out of 4 accounts so answer into NKB. Onia statement on report of the Auditor General on Ǎrrěsť and payables acts at ending of 2024. Onia fraud findings are appear mono axe film and yaksem kotwakra kitata share project kan team appear or public sector sika hodua afifa ye public sector servant and saxia wonia amma ebi atwitwitwi na na adanka akuf Addo ni appointees no case no as film onia as film na me no kase Captain Smarter trace Addo insem asiko be shock say yemu nwansem nim ye hwe ne yeko ani de ba hye no so am say GH Politics Avenue yemu nwra insem nim
ba ye du ba bia wo ho etoda esese Ghana man te duru na me ama gum na sem jaye abusia den na mpesa me kan me kwan data mame page 1 abusia fo ye na ye nkan yo ade we ye na na ye kan ye kwa 1 Dimachi. The Ghana Audit Service, working in partnership with EY and PwC, Pricewaterhouse, was tasked to verify and validate a total of 68.7 billion Ghana cedis. 68.7 billion Ghana cedis in reported arrears across ministries, departments, and agencies. Out of this, outstanding IPCs and invoices amounted to 50.5 billion, whilst outstanding bank transfer advices amounted to 18.3 billion Ghana cedis. Ghana Audit Service. I want to say, okay, see, Kabia, yes, way, a kawe waha, a kawe waha, a kawe yakodiha, a kawe yakodiha, ye yakodiha, where you outstanding, yen triai, yen yoy, yen say, ye kikani na bono, a 68.7 billion. We divided by 10, a 6.8 billion US dollars. Me bunefu, me manage me home. About 6.8 billion US dollars. Me hiansu kamefre to donim. Kapunutum. Akacho said nine ubi anjime. Akufado kwa IMF okoye 3 billion meboa. Meanwhile, that's 6.8 billion. Omedi ase no. Data ko page 2. Summary of the findings of the audit. Out of the 68.7 billion submitted for audit, a total of 45.4 billion was validated for payments. A total of 8.1 billion was rejected for various reasons. Addo. About 1 billion of the outstanding BTAs, which refers to invoices and IPCs processed by ministries, departments, and agencies in 2024, approved by Ministry of Finance, submitted to Controller and Accountant General's Department, and pending payment were rejected. This 1 billion Ghana cedis was rejected by the audit. By the audit, would have been paid if the Ministry of Finance had not made a bold decision to stop payment in January 2025. About 7.1 billion of the outstanding IPCs and invoices, which refers to the request by ministries, departments, and agencies for payments to suppliers and contractors and certified for payment by various public officers across the approval hierarchies have also been rejected. Again, an amount of 13.3 billion is yet to be validated for various reasons. Mamen kani na miwa meba bechirumu. But the daho kakrake we na mekan na ne say. Sika bebrebe na mekan na ya si yemfa nkotuaka ya gia tum kenoforiata eni sa akwa bi no obeto anu so defense say. Amin anta. Defense Adam. Wo fani Adam. And yet, yes, I saw dinner so. When Adam be brings here from Adams. We Adam, near the yes, I saw dinner so. Tiaki Adam be bringing the yes, Muntia from Adams. Let's say before you engineer, count to your friend Johnson's, Williams, Madam. And the mobile test sound. Me also 8 mapon. Sasikani na 2024 Ministries Department has submitted saying konkotua. Atofo seman no say dey be montwane human sa. First rejection 13.3 billion. Another one 7.1 billion. Another one 1 billion. Data copy 3. Fictitious debt of 89.4 million under one district, one factory initiative. One district, one factory. Your friend say, I go for the catch and say, "Skase no dey." Or catch and say, "Oh, government is not committing any funds." Abayin si o, abayin fesike bi enko baby debi. Na eye ankrankran na abayin no wan ye contrage. Eti yeti kroma na me Angel FM me kotra ye aduma kwaku ote ebie ne Angel cream. That time na Akufo-Addo ye MP. Akufo-Addo be the president or say Angel cream ye one district one factory. Time Akufo-Addo ye MP. Na ye di factory keke twitwi ni nkotodwe okotehwe ye ewo Ǎrrěsť. Ye di factory keke de twitwi Akufo-Addo nkotodwe otehwe wa Ǎrrěsť. Onso de tehwe de otehwe pa o. Obedi president ade ache ne pepe say hey factory keke one district one factory. Ye shase e de kasapreko. Ekoye knocking ewo krom ha ye ne. Who dey was re kasapreko ankrofo ma de ekoye knocking kro ma wa ma no krom ha. Wo pa kwa check nkrofo papa mpa se kasapreko dudu egu ha e ma na nkwankwo ware. Akufo-Addo be president pe boom kasapreko ye one district mo amu yes ai na nyame betua mo ka enta mo companies ni kofom no ye kan ye say hey Kwadwo Smart mu ade na no ya na wetimi ama aban dada na ya fa ho de awia apemfo sika na mabunu ti o man mu nya adwuma nye meboa one district one factory na yes, we are maku 152 according to Ashanti region. As a result of the fictitious account linked to one district, one factory payments, the entire 1D1F scheme requires a forensic audit, which will be carried out soon. More so, when government is said to have spent 391 million as its contribution towards 1D1F interest subsidies as at the end of 2024. Ghana ye bosika. As a reasimu ina ye twesika no kurum ha. As a reasimu ina ye twesika wo kurum ha. Data kwatre wo o se bi o se. Wo de akwafo. The dry spell expenditure. In 2024, the government of Ghana paid government of Ghana paid for 34,000 metric tons of rice to address the impact of the dry spell. However, however, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture received and distributed 24,000 metric tons of rice. To date, 10,000 metric tons of rice remains unaccounted for, even though the entire quantity has been fully paid for. The audit revealed that government of Ghana also contracted the company to supply 100,000 metric tons of maize. Ministry of Food and Agriculture submitted stores received advice as evidence of delivery of 100,000 metric tons of maize worth 771.2 million Ghana cedis to Ministry of Finance for payment, but only 11,900 metric tons was supplied and distributed. Ghana for Asaman Aminke, 2024. Sas ade we want to share COVID. Say COVID betche mu no. E come that the Ghana for eti abansi Ghana for ntimi andua bro. Eti okokra bro we fi Ukraine ana okuntokwa. Ukraine ana okuntokwa na akufado ene kenoforiata. Na Fenyo Markins, I am majority leader. Yay! Eko kra bro, 100,000 metric tons. Debi mami sha semfi mu no. Say ye emo, say de ade ani si ye no, a pesi Ghana nti emo ho ye den. Ye ti ye June kura na ye kra mu begu Ghana more. Eti ye de mu 34,000 metric tons. Ye de abasa ye nche. Aban kwatrans no kokko hwemu a. Say na ade ani 24,000 penny ye che. Na emu bag, anto bag. Ton bia no ewom oha. 100. 100 times 1,000. 10,000 ebe say 100,000 bags. Emu bottom makum 100,000. What to free secret? Ebe twam wo chebi. Ya say enu ya kotu ya hoka. Emu na bedru ba ye hu ba wo. Ya jedi. We kwado koka. The twam nsuru mu kura ne say 2024 na ye kotu aba no. Aban ni say Ghana sika 771.2 million Ghanas ebe akufa ado. Me nyesa me mpe wasem o. Wudi se me mpe wasem kamera me kuta wunso nkam kun. But the truth of the matter is that went me and check it and crofo a wa pointing won. Eti ebro bag makum 100,000 metric tons. Ebro 100,000 metric tons. Eti say articulator akasene bia kolodu koko articulator makum 1,800 akolodu koko. And only 100,000 metric tons no. Articulator makum 1,800 akofa koko na esaso. If you say Hibodi, a contomra, or bankrai, traffic be nebesi. Amuna bedru yana yakotia sasika wenina 771 million Ghana cedis. Yes, say amono sena Ghana for Monkafra 11,000 penny by her out of 100,000. 80 articulator makumaku 1,800 na airline Peter. Articulator makumaku 1,800. Articulator 100,000. 1,007, 1,008. Articulator makumaku 1,800 the line. So yehu yansa from maybe abo. Akufa do himu tutu. Shoo. Now paper articulator in every line. Manaka 100. Oko kai say hey kwadom po bi asem. And I'm referring 2013, 14, 15, and 16. Now this is for some purpose. Kwadu na kobi samase. Enti na me we ya make catch no. Me fa wo. Eti ya kotua 771 million Ghana cedis for 100,000 metric tons of rice. Ya bring 11,900. Eti 88,100 metric tons. Asho. It is worth noting that the store's receipt advice was supported by the checklist that was certified by the internal auditors of the Ministry of Food and Agriculture. 2024, one and a Minister of Food and Agriculture, Brian Achampo. Brian, you must answer this. Men can't answer why you necessary part of the think when Addo president. No? Really? Really? Wow! Yeah, before you Jimmy, that means I can't die. That's on page 5. Unjustified payments for transportation of grains. We one shall make we are ububefu. Ba ubufu ofi enye hwe. Cause me be di won atem and then me be di won atem be ye won. Under the Farmer Food Relief and Recovery Program kakraka we. Ghana brofu ni din to on. Nanka TV3 eyi telenovela bi. Bakubi near friends and cramble. Yes, Miranda, Bakubi. Oh, about your beji din wa hapa. Akwane obana ne bema no ko ware wo stadium. Oh, TV3 fadi. Brafi beji din krom hapa. Ya to sabe say din bi aba ne ya tam ne ya to da enti say ye frɛ bibi ye frɛ ne keke. Yes, I see a friend bibi keke. Yeah, I got bibi aba abobo ya. Ya for so de. Mama breo abobo ya. Under the Farmer Food Relief, and a program here, and recovery program. A transportation company was contracted to transport 134,000 metric tons of maize and rice to farmers across the country at a contract sum of 115.2 million. Yes, see, more Kriafu and more Ghana, Cocoa farmers now more Kroimuna. And then Mona Mosia Samani Abreno. Yes, I could catch almost say, Yambra, bro, and Yamuna Monwani. Kwakumicham me be frau minim se say bra omo na eburo you see under the Farmer Food Relief and Recovery Program a transportation company was contracted to transport 134,000 metric tons of maize and rice to farmers. Enti ebroni muna yakokra na ma. Ya sanso di sika 115 million Ghana cedis. Edi ama obi se wo de kohan ka na fa mu ene ebro koma akuafo no mu no ni na koma ba Ghana 2024. Even though the company transported only 35,000 on transporting 134 or transporting 35,000 metric tons. Sesenka ye triano 30.9 million Ghana cedis. Ye mas one ye tam 50 million Ghana cedis. Edema company no say Jekodi. In addition to this payment, the company was given 7,311 metric tons of rice, equivalent to 14,622 bags of 50 kilos of rice, which amount to 11.7 million in lieu of cash for no work done. This brings the total payment to 61.7 million. Emuanko, Ebruanko, come 61 million. Yeah, the amount. As a result, the Auditor General accordingly rejected an amount of 65.2 million that was requested by the Ministry of Food and Agriculture as additional payment to the said transport company. Me pacho, I didn't the minister that done them. When in summer me can you see and tears here. So be a job of fire service, and the car the doom just say. No, could be no TV so, and now radio so kasa your car say pepa. Me are interdicted no. Me are unity. Police ni me ko akekos over the weekend. Me share police ni a ono ankasa onam ho nyina no. Aso wa bre. O se captain me call bank. Me fee bank no. Yesi me nko ehia hinsi. Me fee ehia hinsi no. And I yasande me call baby foforo. And I yasande ma babeto a. Enti no for 24 solid hours me nai it was me kom and am denam. Masa police ni we ya me kan asemi. BBC man in Tonko. Ye bay interdicted no. Ni ye yinedi. Meanwhile, company be akwaji 61 million Ghana cedis. Say ye more dama. Sa company ni uranom enenam krum ha. Minister, oma ye tria sa sika yi onenam krum ha. Ye nye obi ahwe. Ye ho that ko page 6. Men wie na china meto aso. Me wie na mabeye mu. And then they may catch them plane. The Ministry of Education reported unpaid allowances totaling 160 million to teacher trainees under the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, GTEC. More mostly teacher training allowance. No, you are small. When auditors engaged GTEC, the agency confirmed that as of December 2024, there were no outstanding arrears.
We and some who team course or channel so, Mam Enna was so dim or hard as soon as our body in their dumbi Erumania. Onia, you bet sign a bell room.